Good afternoon. This is Phil McDonald, Chief Revenue Officer of SWAT Environmental, the nation's largest radon mitigation firm. Today, I'm speaking with Leighanne Potts of the Treasure Davis team, affiliated with eXp Realty. Leighanne is a sales partner at the Treasure Davis team in Colorado Springs. The Treasure Davis team is the premier real estate firm in the greater Colorado Springs area, and frankly, a leading firm in the entire state of Colorado. Leighanne, thank you for joining us today. We've got a lot to cover. Maybe can you take just a quick second and give us a little bit of background on yourself?
Sure. Yes. And thanks for having me today. It's very exciting. Yeah. So like I mentioned, or like you mentioned, I am a sales partner here on the Treasure Davis team. I have been in real estate since, gosh, 2010 on. So, got my start upon graduating college, and I worked in property management for a couple of years. Actually, did apartment leasing and marketing in the Denver and downtown Denver area and the Denver Tech Center area. And from there, decided I wanted to venture into residential sales. Um, Property management, it takes a special amount of patience to do that. And I just wanted to make a change. So got my residential license in 2011 and started up business in Colorado Springs, and actually had the opportunity to have Treasure as the listing agent on the other side of my first transaction as a residential sales agent, which is how I met her and joined the team officially in 2013 as her very first sales partner.
Nice. No, that's an
Yes,
awesome background and how you became affiliated with Treasure Davis and her team. Clearly, an
sure.
indication of how impressed she was of working with you. That she then shortly thereafter asked you to come join the team as the first ever employee of the group. So that's fantastic.
Yes,
Um,
yes. It's been, I mean, amazing as far as opportunities provided. I mean, just, she's, and just with our team in general, there's so much opportunity. And as far as the knowledge and expertise and everything that we do to grow together is, it's hard to describe, but it's fantastic.
well, I understand that you're a bit of a rock star in what you do. And I know you would never necessarily say that about yourself, but I learned that just recently, the premier publication for the real estate community in Colorado Springs, known as the Colorado Springs Real Producers,
Mhm.
their annual awards event, you were nominated as the as one of the candidates for the team player MVP. Can you take just a second and speak to that and what that means and just how significant of a nomination that was?
Yes, it was very exciting. So, most valuable team player. Essentially, the nominees are agents that are on other teams here in Colorado Springs. So, and agents too who aren't necessarily managing brokers or team leaders, but other sales partners who are recognized for not only their contribution to help their teams, but of course, their successes as an agent as well. So, I mean, just to be nominated, it was a very impressive group of professionals that were nominated, and just to have my name up there alongside them was a huge honor.
As I said, a rock star. That's what it tells me is that
Thank
you
you.
are in fact a rock star. And I think Treasure was nominated as well. Can you speak for to that?
Yes. So she had the nomination for Industry Icon Agent, which is again a very impressive group of professionals here in Colorado Springs. Quite a few of them who have been in the industry for quite some time. But these are just agents who have been just recognized as all around. I mean, just the full package of amazing realtor, amazing professional, well known and well respected in the industry. And actually, she did was was the winner of the award last Friday. So it was an amazing time just being there, and our whole team was able to celebrate her and see her, receive that award, which is it's very well deserved.
Well, we're recording this roughly a week or so after the Oscars was
Yes,
produced and aired, and you saw some folks there sweep some of those awards. It feels like the Treasure Davis team was sweeping the Colorado Springs Real Producers Awards as well.
it
So
was.
congratulations to you, to Treasure, and to the whole organization. It definitely is an indication, as I intro this, when I said that you are the premier real estate firm in the greater Colorado Springs area, there's the evidence right there. So
Thank
um,
you.
great
Yeah, it was
stuff.
a huge compliment all around.
Love it. Let's transition to exactly what you do in the Colorado Springs area, and as the premier provider of real estate services there, can you talk for a second about what separates you from your competition? What differentiates you, and why do more people turn to your group than any other in the Colorado Springs area?
I think a lot of what we try to do as a team to set us apart, Colorado Springs real estate, it's a um, there are a ton of great realtors in our market that serve the greater Colorado Springs area here. And so, something that we really strive to do as a team is, um, step alongside as far as our clients. We're very client focused and client based with how we handle our transactions. Our core values as a team spell charity. So we like to be very involved with the community, and also to, give back to the community and come, as a support group, not just in real estate, but to, improve our Colorado Springs community in general and maintain a positive influence. Real estate it's very much a journey. And it can be, exciting. It's life changing. It could be, a major life change, no matter if it's positive or negative. And so something that's important about being a realtor is, stepping alongside your clients and becoming a part of their story and their journey. And so, developing and maintaining those relationships besides just a transaction is something that we really value.
No, that's fantastic, and it shows with not only the volume of people that you work with, but the repeat customers that you work
Yes.
with who
Hmm.
have multiple home transactions after a number of years, and they keep coming back to you. And I know that's part of your clientele, is that repeat business. So,
Sure.
you mentioned a few words there. You mentioned the community, you mentioned relationships, you mentioned journey. As you were saying that, I was thinking back to a few weeks ago. You hosted your first ever vendor appreciation lunch.
Hmm.
You invited
Yes.
SWAT Environmental to
Uh-huh.
sit at the table and not only have lunch, but as we kind of went through a roundtable of various topics and discussions about the industry and everything. I thought it was a fantastic event, and personally, I was very appreciative of the opportunity to be a part of that. Can you give us a little bit of insight into what prompted that? What caused you to say, "Hey, let's have this luncheon. Let's bring in some of our key vendors and have this dialogue and celebrate the relationships that we have in place with them."
Oh, sure. Yes. It's funny. I actually, speaking of real producers, I was chatting with Brian Gowdy, who is, he puts on the events and the magazine, and I was telling him not too long ago that, real estate is very much, it's a team effort all around. So, you're not only working with other agents, but your vendors too are a huge part of your team. And so, as far as our vendor relationships, we take great pride in how we treat our clients, and, want to stand behind the reputation that we have. And that includes, our relationships and our reputation with vendors as well. So, all of the vendors that we recommend, we trust that they give the same level of service to our clients like we do. And that's why we love and appreciate them so much. And so I think it's so important to maintain our vendor relationships just to number one, be on the same page as far as our client service. But just stay up to date, stay top of mind, and give each other the same respect to each other.
Yeah, no, it's great. And there was a lot of learnings that came out of that session, just having kind of the dialogue between the various vendors that were there, such as SWAT Environmental and some of the other folks, as well as your team that was present. It was a very healthy set of conversations. And listen, I mean, here's the thing: it's your reputation. That's your
Mhm.
brand, and that means everything. You operate in a very much a word of mouth industry.
Sure.
And we know that when you make a recommendation, for someone such as SWAT Environmental, that it is your reputation, and we take that very serious. And I know the other providers that were there, treat it the same. So we appreciated the opportunity to be there and thought it was great that you took time out of your busy schedules to not only celebrate that, but
Sure.
continue to have those conversations around how to continually get better and enhance and all that good stuff with your clients. Um,
Yes. Yeah.
at the
It's
at
very.
the end of the kind of as that was coming down to an end, I asked the
Mhm.
question of your group, if you could boil it down to one thing, how would you describe how you manage your vendor partners, and what's really most important? And the word that was used was just relationships.
Mhm.
Can you take a second and explain and maybe elaborate on that if you don't mind, Leighanne?
Yeah. So, especially with um, our relationships with our vendors and, even other agents that we're working with through real estate transactions, it's, people helping people. And that's something that also too, Treasure has been, very big on, is just coming from a place of help. So that way we can work together and achieve the same, we're all working towards the same end goal, right? And that's to have the best service for our clients and get successfully to the closing or the job completion, whatever it might be. And so those relationships, it's just having the communication and as far as service and the same respect for one another, just to make it seamless for, of course, the clients that we're working with. But just a positive experience all around.
No, that's great. Look, I mean, you're in Colorado, and unfortunately, there's a lot of radon in
Yeah.
Colorado, and so we know how seriously you take that, and
Hmm.
we appreciate the partnership between the Treasure Davis team and SWAT Environmental, and we certainly appreciate the relationship that you've helped foster between the
Yes.
organizations and your other vendors as well. It's evident in everything you do. It's why you win the awards you win. It's why you're, year after year, leading a real estate firm in the area. But no, we appreciate that. Listen,
Thank
I
you.
want to thank you for being a part of this conversation. Promise that we'd be short, sweet, to the point. Thank you for making time today. Thank you for all that you're doing. I know that you're poised for another wildly successful year with the Treasure Davis team, and no doubt will continue to do very well. And I'm sure many awards and accolades are in your future. But we do appreciate the partnership and your time here spent with us today. So thank you, Leighanne. Wish you all the best here, and we look forward to continuing to work with you and your team.
Well, we appreciate that so much. Yes. And thank you for the time today. And of course, thank you for all that you do to help us and help our clients as well.
I love it. Awesome. All right. Have a great one. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you.
All right, Leighanne.
Bye.
Bye bye.